unedited. You already know what it is: live, uncut, unedited. All right, this is where we tell the truth and what? Tell the truth and shame the devil. Mm-hmm. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in real quick. I got a good hour in me. Got a lot of things to talk about. Don't forget to leave your boy some stars. Mm-hmm. That's always cool. Leave me some stars. All right. And we're going on tonight. We're on late tonight, but it's out. Hey, what's up, Peggy? I was just wondering if you were coming on. Hey, Peggy, I'm here. Peggy Gay, I'm here. Kenny Nicole, I'm here. Sharice, I'm here. King Ice, Black Man, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mo Bolden. All right. Oh, yeah. Romerville, Illinois had a shooting at 10. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. People, it's happening everywhere. Tomorrow, good evening. Karen Crossley, what's up, Karen? Marilyn Vince, what's going on? Christelle Marshbanks. Pat Owens. Lynn Miller. Yeah, I had to say some things straight. What's up, D? Jessica. Eric. B. Low. We want to talk about a few other things. So we could talk about some local crimes. We can talk about a submarine. What else we can talk about? Let's see. We can talk about. All right, let me open up the phone lines. I haven't even opened up the phone lines. I'm sorry. Open up the phone lines so we can get rolling. I think I got a hot item, hour item in, and that'd be it for me. I'm hitting the sack, jump in the tub, sit back and relax my muscles. I've been moving around today. Been moving around. All right, let me open up my phone lines so we can get on in here. Y'all know I love being black. It's good to be back. Y'all know it. It's good to be back. All right. Come on in, people. Mm-hmm. Who else we got in here? Diamante King. How about the city hall passing a bill for immigrants to become police officers in Chicago? Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Martin. Hey, Carla D. Mm-mm. Sharice Wright. It's a lot going on. Anna Johnson. Oh, man. Louis Ramsey. This woman left her infant child alone for 8 days so she could go on a vacation, and the baby died. Oh, no. The baby, she killed that baby. Vicky Gavin. Hey, Martin. Oh, my God. That's going to be terrible. Juliana White, love you, Martin. I do too. I'm black and proud. It's getting hard sometimes, Martin, because we up against so much as people. That's true. Love Sabrina. Mm. Okay. Call in number 872 299 0808 or 872 297 6389. Come on in. All right, who we got here? Robert Brown. Oh, you at Six Flags is okay. Sharmise Evans, the CIA are saying that they believe that there's a serial killer in Chicago because they're finding too many bodies in the lake. Oh, wow. I wonder what Chicago's saying about that. Two family, appreciate you. I need some callers, people. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. All right. Come on in, callers. This is the weekend. Beginning of the weekend. People, I'm telling y'all, black people, Chicago black men, we are in trouble. If we don't step our game up, we're in trouble. Muhammad, what's up, brother? Peace and blessings. Yes, sir. Open discussion, brother. Anybody can come in, they want to talk about something, it's open discussion tonight. I didn't know about the City Hall passed a bill that immigrants can become police officers. Oh, my God. They've been doing that anyway, the police, immigrant polices, white European police officers. Vince Miller, what's up? Carla D. Johnson, what's up, Carla? All right, I need a caller. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. Okay. Well, we can talk about the submarine today. A lot of people saying that's good for them. Oh, about the military as well? Wow. Wow. Man, what we gonna do, black people, with all this fake pain? Like we really care. All right. I got a caller. Matter of fact, I got two callers that's on the line. Two callers. We're gonna talk. All right. Come on, people. Share this live. Share this live. All right, these submarine bodies will never be found. Okay. Yep, they got the gay pride parade this weekend. All right, 912. Come on, 912.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
You talking about the submarine? I'm like, rich people problem. What happened to no new friends?
Why you say that?
Because the Titanic went down 111 years ago, and I didn't know they was gonna get new friends.
So what's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts about that is this. If you are so bored that you're going to pay $250,000 for that, you need to just get a YouTube channel or something. And you know what I'm saying? And that's at the doggone most, at the least. How about provide food pantries for hungry people? You know, it's a lot of stuff I could do with $250,000. And going to the ocean floor is not one of them. There's people that's hungry out here, man.
Let me ask you a question. And I'm not trying to be funny. When the last time you fed the homeless?
Oh, I haven't fed the homeless in a group. Not a group of people. But the last time last week I went down to Harold's Chicken. We got Harold's Chicken down here. It's in Atlanta, right?
Uh-huh.
And I went in there. It's on Edgewood Avenue. And there was a woman that was sitting out, had a bunch of bags and stuff. She was just sitting outside the business. Black woman, people walking past her like she wasn't even there. I went in there. What I ordered, I got a double order. And when I walked out, I gave it to her. I said, "Miss, here, this is for you."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't ask her. I said, "Look, this is for you."
Now,
at least I know in my heart, I know you got a meal a day.
Now, let me ask you a question. Don't you do everything that you want to do with your money? You spend it where you like it, don't you?
I sure do. And if I spend it the wrong way and the wrong thing happens,
okay,
there it is.
Okay. Now my point is, the rich people who decide to go on the submarine, they was able to pay $250,000. They're in that league. They can do that. So I don't see anything wrong with what they done. That's what they wanted to do. That was the price they was charged. They paid it just to go down to the ocean floor. Just fortunate.
Yeah, I didn't say something was wrong.
But I mean, no, my point is, my point is, you said they could have did this with that money. But what I'm saying is, you do what you want with your money. Why can't they do what they want with their money? What I understand is, poor people, and I'm poor, always tell rich people what they should be doing with their money. And that's why I never really understood that. Why are we always telling rich people what they should do with their money, who they should give and what they should give? Why we do that, Sarge?
Because it's just being humane. That's all it is.
Yeah, but we spend our money.
I mean,
poor people, middle class.
Didn't Jesus feed the masses?
Yeah, well, they ain't Jesus. You ain't Jesus.
And 5 loaves of bread.
They ain't Jesus. That's not Jesus.
I know they ain't Jesus, but we supposed to be trying to walk like Christ.
No. Not everybody's not going to walk like Christ. Come on now.
Come on, Mark. Tell the truth, say the devil. We're supposed to be acting Christ-like.
No, listen. Everybody ain't going to act Christ-like.
Well, we know that.
Yeah. So for us telling people what to do with their money, it bothers me, because people spend their money on drugs, clothes, jewelry, all types of things. And a lot of times when they spend their money on these things, they're not considered the poor. They don't care about nobody eating. These are the same people that will ride past somebody who they go to church with and won't even ask for a ride. See them on a bus stop. I'm just talking about doing all this talking. But let me go to the next caller. Hold on. 1185. Go ahead, 1185. Sorry, leaving on for so long.
Hey, Martin. Hey, Sarge. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey.
Hey, look, Mark, on the topic of the submarine, like you said, they can spend their money how they want to spend it.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the moon, and they had a ball. One of them did. I don't know about all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they could do what they want to do. But when you do that, just to make sure that they do their research. They said they've been down there 30 times, and they did all that. But this particular trip, they didn't go through any type of protocols, or they didn't get the submarine. It wasn't certified to be under that, to go that far. Now I've been in the air, and 3,000 that killed me. So I know you get down to I think our bodies only take so much pressure. So because they wasn't, in a larger type machine that they normally go in, and I don't understand how you had a 19-year-old young man on there who did want to go, according to his sister or somebody, I don't know, one of the family members said that the young boy didn't want to go, but he was going to please the dad for Father's Day weekend. But another family had backed out because something else had took place. And they spoke today on CNN about how he took off $150,000 just for them to go, and they turned it down because the son didn't feel comfortable, and they stay here today talking about it. So it's just crazy how they have all this money, and they can do what they want to with it, but you just have to, have common sense. 12,000 feet of water, Martin, come on. That pressure is, at some point your ears are not gonna be able to take it, your heart, your lungs. It's a lot going on when you start going down because pressure is on top of you. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole lot going on with this particular story. I hate they lost their lives. Like you said, you could do whatever you want to with your money. Rich, poor, whatever. They probably they probably done traveled the whole world. All that kind of money, they have been everywhere other than what we ain't been. So they said, forget it. Let's go down to the bottom of the ocean and see if we can see down there. I'm not laughing because it's not laughing matter. But like you said, they can do what they want to do, how they want to do to it. It's just that the CEO, he wanted to do when he wanted to do it, how he wanted to do it. And he didn't care. He didn't want nobody telling him no. And this was the repercussions of him not being told no. Bad.
Hold it right there.
All
Another
facts,
call.
no chasing.
8371. Your caller, you're live.
You doing, Brother Martin? This is Brother 10 Speed.
Hey, 10 Speed. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing okay. It's an honor to be on your show.
Yes, sir.
Martin, I think there was something maybe a little bit deeper than what we're actually hearing on TV.
Okay, well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, like for example, as we all been told and we all heard that most of the people that are actually on the Titanic were billionaires. But they were billionaires that was against having a Federal Reserve. And these billionaires was on this to meet up to make certain type of meeting where they can make decisions that control the world. And then we got these so-called secret families that was like, hey, we need a Federal Reserve because they want to control. It's all about control. Think about this. These billionaires paid $250,000 just to get in a submarine and go all the way down to the water and just to look at the Titanic. No, that's not what really happened. Now, we have to start thinking that when white folks do things, two things that go on. They looking to explore the unknown, and they also going somewhere to have secret meetings. And whatever they show us on TV may not be what actually happened. Like, example, they showed us someone going on the moon in the 60s. They won't show us no one going on the moon since then because too much telecommunication. Well, it's just my opinion. If these guys went into a submarine like that, these guys have to consult scientists. These folks with brilliant brains that can get they can get a what's called going all the way to Mars. Get all going to Mars, go every place. All of a sudden, they made a misscientific judgment on someone going to the ocean. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. That was nothing but a setup. If it did happen, if it didn't happen, it never happened. When white folks do stuff, they think 20 years in advance. And most of the time, they think about how can we deceive the people and be a distraction to what's really going on. I mean, these are billionaires. Why are billionaires doing something on a level like this when they are most of them probably science themselves. They know that, this here cannot take the pressure in water going a certain part down. It can't take the pressure. And they actually get on there. No. This is a distraction, my brother. And we all have to understand when we saying distraction, not conspiracy, which is a word that was created by the federal government, conspiracy. But if you really look into it, Martin, brother, you will see, man, that how can these billionaires, with all these smart people around them, get into a submarine that, through scientific matter, wasn't going to make the pressure of the water? I mean, the United States government knows that they're going to go a certain distance.
Well, listen, brother. I mean? Let me say this. Let me help you out a little bit on your theory.
Yes,
now, just like an ordinary passenger get on a plane. Now, the average person probably don't know nothing about the mechanics of a plane. So we just paying to get on the plane. Hopefully that everything is going to be all right when it takes off and it land. So because they're a billionaire, a millionaire, doesn't mean that they did their homework about so many deep, you go so far deep in the ocean that the pressure will crush the submarine. They might have not known that. A millionaire, billionaire, they don't know everything. I'm seriously. They do not know everything.
That's true.
So you got to look at that too.
Understand,
I'm not knocking what you're saying, but I'm just saying you have to look at that too, because when you spend your money, you looking for just like you go to the store and you go buy some Hooters or a steak. You don't want a contaminated steak. You're trusting that they're going to give you a fresh steak, fresh whatever you order, and you know that it's not poison, salamina, whatever poison on it. So these are
salmonella.
Salmonella. That's what I'm trying to say.
Martin, right. But Martin, check this out though, right? Now, mind you, these guys here are not billionaires for nothing. They've been probably billionaires for generations.
But that don't mean anything, brother. They don't, brother.
That's true. That's true.
Listen,
right?
your money don't make you smart. That might.
You might have a point, but check it out, Martin. Listen. Now they're taking a trip, which is very scientific. I'm sure that they have had high intellectual men.
Brother. Listen, you got Willie Wilson. Let me say this: you got Willie Wilson, millionaire, probably billionaire. I'm not sure, but I know he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, with a 4th grade education. 4th grade education. Now you got people running around here with a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, a doctorate degree, can't pay their mortgage, behind on their car note, no money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Beyonce never graduated high school.
Right.
That's true, but let me say this part. Go ahead, brother. Let me say this.
Beyonce never graduated high school.
Mm-hmm. Right, but Martin, check it out, brother. These are guys who have generations of billionaires. They're educated.
They're not, brother. Hold on.
But that don't have nothing to do with it, though. That don't got nothing to do with it.
Go ahead, brother. Okay, go ahead.
Let the sister talk. I want to hear the sister. Go ahead, sister. Talk.
Let me say, sir, let me say something. That education and all of that ain't got nothing to do with you being a billionaire. They think their money can take them everywhere. They don't want to be told no. They don't want to be told you got to wait till this clear. You got to wait till that clear. They want to go when they want to go. They went when they want to went. They took their little 5 people that they said, okay, we're going to do this. When you say you got to sign a waiver that you might not ever come back, they all had to sign these, I don't know how many pages. They said almost 25 to 50 pages they had to sign. They can't sue anybody. There's no lawsuit. There's nothing because they signed their life away. If they don't come back, that's it. End of story. Make a movie. They part 2, Titanic 2.0, and that's where we at right now. So you can have all the money in the world.
Right.
250,000. If I gave you 250,000. I'm
glad you pointed out that way.
Let me finish. Let me finish, though. Let me finish. I'm going to give you the floor because you keep saying money, money, money. You know, we Black people are the most smartest things out here. So I'm gonna tell you something. If I was going underwater, if they got if they got all that money, why did they have something to hoist out the water and a button to push to say, hey, we in trouble, can y'all send us back up? Because something ain't going on down here, right? They had nothing. If they were so smart and they had so much money, they had enough money to make a rope or whatever they is. They had enough money to invest. If their lives were so important, and they wanted to come back to the real land we at to eat them steak and lobsters and shrimp they was eating before they went down there, they would have made preparations to say, "Hey, look, we trying to make it back up, y'all. Look, this is the plan. If we get to 4,000 feet and we feel a little shake or we feel a little turbulence or something ain't right or fart too loud, we pushing that button and we going to ass back up. We're going to go do some more research and come on back down when we figure it out with a plan. That's what smart people do.
Yeah,
They rich people and they don't want to be told no, and they did it anyway. And this is the result. Now go ahead.
Okay, I'm just to the point. I'm gonna hang up. Y'all, I appreciate you being on the show. Well, the reason I had raised the questions about that was because I said, okay, well, we're talking about guys who are billionaires, and according to some of the background from what I've been checking out, these guys also have scientific background. So I understand they're rich and they're arrogant. Like I said from the beginning, I said the white man wants to explore stuff he shouldn't even be exploring because he wants to go places that he just should not be going. So that's one part. But the other part is I was thinking that, is this really some type of distraction? And for some reason, I'm just wondering, did this actually really happen? You know what I mean? I kind of got questioned because I just figured that the education of people in that particular level, in that particular world, are like, hey, look here, you can't go this far because this particular submarine is not ready for you to go down to the Titanic and check it out. They want to look like that, right? So I was just questioning that the intelligence, when you rich like that, what you do like that and everything too. So that was just my question. I understand that.
Okay, so they said it on CNN today. They said on CNN today they took 30 trips before. They went down there 30 times. People that been down there done went out 30 times. But they went down in a particular certified submarine. And that's why those people prior to them didn't die, because it takes a year for whatever machine you got going on there. It has to be certified through ships and all that. They got to be inspected, okay? So because they did not want to wait that year time to get it certified, these rich billionaire men, they got all this money. They did not want to be told no. And God told them yes. End of the story. That's all.
Before I hang up, I'm just going to say one thing.
And then one question I have.
For let me talk on the show, Brother Martin.
Okay.
I appreciate this. To me, the best show in Chicago. But the arrogance of the white man. Hey, peace and love to family. Bless you all. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah. One question I got, since one of Pakistani's white, the two of them was Pakistani.
Yeah, the father and the son. And remember, the 19-year-old didn't want to go because he was trying to please his dad. But his dad was so selfish. His dad was so selfish that you would take your 19-year-old son, who just graduated 2 years ago, enjoying his life, playing with his little cats and swimming and golfing and whatever he's doing. You want him to stop your life to go down. He didn't want to go, but he didn't want to hurt your feelings. As a dad, you should say, hey, son, I'm 50 years old. Let me go down here and, explore, do my little, kick the bucket. I want to kick the bucket and make this my trip. You stay up here, take care of your mom, and I'll come back. If I don't make it back, make sure everything's straight. But no, he was so selfish, and he wasn't white. So the gentleman talking about white man. No, the two white men prior to him turned it down. You go to my TikTok page, I got all three Indian stories on there, and the father, the daughter spoke, not the daughter, but I think what's the daughter? One of them said that the 19-year-old called him and said he did not want to go. He didn't feel comfortable, but he wanted to please his dad. And so he went because it was Father's Day weekend, and he didn't want to hurt his feelings. Baby, if it could have been my child, I would have been a floating child. I would have been down there floating by myself. So you got to be smart.
Now, this is the thing that gets me. Whenever you got something like that happens, you always got somebody black that comes up with some conspiracy, distraction, the whoop-de-whoop, and try to connect it with something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So that's that victim mentality.
But we've been in this world for how many years, and something is always a distraction. It's hurricanes going on right now, distraction. Tornadoes going on, distraction. Texas getting towed down with tornadoes and burning up with heat. We're supposed to be 95 degrees tomorrow. It's a distraction everywhere, every city. So these people here, the billionaires, they just had all this money. They was bored and they had nothing else to do except forget it. Let's go down to the water and see what's down there. We tired of being up here on the land with the people. Let's go on down to see what the fishes and the octopuses and the sharks to see what's going on down here. And that's what happened. I'm sorry that happened to them, but you have to do your research. That's why they have laws in place. They have rules and regulations and certifications for a reason. And after this trip, ain't nobody else gonna be able to go down there like that. They're gonna make it a law, and you get in that water now, you guarantee. I bet you, everybody gonna want to know who's going down there now. It's over with now.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a simple thing. Because anytime there's anybody doing whatever, all of a sudden it's conspiracy. Now when Jay-Z was a broke rapper trying to get out the projects, he was down. But
hey, did Jeff Bezos go down there? Did he invite Jeff Bezos to go down there?
No, hold on, sis. Now, once Jay-Z messed around and got that serious money, oh, Jay-Z is Illuminati. Then Dr. Dre made that deal with Beats for Dre, became a billionaire. Oh, he Illuminati. You know, they don't let just any old body. But I'm like, man, it's some black folk. I'm like, man, if y'all don't go get you some crayons and draw some pictures. Always making something up.
But what if that's true? But Sarge, what if that's true?
Ain't no what if. If the Illuminati is such a secret society of rich people, why all these broke, poor people know everything about the Illuminati?
Mm-hmm. You still could know
don't pass common sense test.
Yeah, you still could know some. You still could know some things without. I mean,
look, somebody could drop off a brick of cocaine right here in my house and some baking soda. Do I know how to cook it up and make rock? Nope.
No. But you know, but you
come on now.
But you know what? Hold on.
You know somebody who can do it for you.
Yeah, thank you. And you know it can do it. And you know it can be done.
Do it for you.
You know it can be done.
But just let somebody drop some off over here. Look, I don't know nothing to do with it.
I do know somebody that can chef it on up.
That's the point he made. That's the point.
I don't know how to do it.
But my thing is, if a person is supposed to be an Illuminati and he have a relative that's not rich, he might tell his cousin or relative about it. I mean, information gets around, brother. You don't just stand still.
Understood. All that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, just like the military. The military. You know probably some top secret things, but you're not the only one to know. Some things leak out. It leaks. Some things leak out. Information leaks out.
Yeah. And when it leaks, folk go to jail.
Yeah, well, listen, you had a lot of presidents that took files and go to jail. Obama was one of them. Took some high classified information.
All of them take files home. That ain't nothing new.
Right. Right. So, you know.
I'm just saying, it's stuff. Now, this is one of the rules as to that. They say within the sanctity of marriage, you can say whatever, right? There are some things that I had told my ex. We in divorce court, she got to running her mouth and was just about to go there. And I said, go on, tell it, go on, tell it. Because you know where you're going right after that. You know where you're going to go. Go ahead, tell it. Because when I signed that confidentiality statement saying that I wouldn't disclose whatever, it didn't include you. If you're not my wife, go on, tell it. Tell it, sister, tell it. Talk to the people, tell them. You're going to get divorced and imprisoned at the same time.
Okay.
I had fun.
All right, hold it, people, hold it.
You know, I'm
hold on. Hold it.
299.
I need some more callers.
08.
Reb, you go.
08 or 872-297-6389.
One more time.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
We're looking for some callers. We're talking about the submarine that went down and never came back up. And I hear a lot of black poor people saying that they should have never spent that type of money going down to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, we humans, we love to tell people what they should be doing with their money. When you get your money, you can do whatever you want with your money. If you was rich, you're not rich, but the little you do have, you won't buy poor person a sandwich. You ride right by them. You turn up your nose at them. You don't give no time or donate no money to no charities. But you talking about when you get rich, if you become rich, this is what you'll be doing. If you're not doing it now, most of the probably likelihood you won't be doing it when you become a millionaire. You won't do it.
Yeah, that's true, Martin. Because I got relatives, well, a relative.
Oh, hold it, Sarge. I got a new call.
Multi-millionaire, right?
Yeah, hold it. You got to hold it. Hold it. We got a call, 917. There might be a special guest. 917.
Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is. Don't say nothing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, talk a little loud. You always sound like you be whispering. Go ahead.
No, I'm not whispering.
Tell your husband you're on the phone with a bunch of black
words.
folks. Yeah. Come on, what you got to say?
Anyway, look. Come on now, listen, right? Look, you said one of my words, but nothing but a whole lot of poor people just talking about people with money. I had to call you. Because I'm sitting here like all these poor people got all these negative opinions because somebody has money and they don't. I just had to call and I just was thanking you for saying that, acknowledging poor people just talking. Just talking. That's all. That's all, Martin.
Okay, thank you. And I agree with you on that.
I'll call back.
Okay.
You did? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you.
We're bonding. Hold on, we're bonding. You agree with me.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
That's
but I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'm poor though, but I'm not well off. But still, but that is that's true because we always tell them what we do. We have money and all this, and if you're not doing what you say you right now, some of us we won't even loan on nobody money. We won't get nobody nothing. We got clothes in our closet that we probably would never wear, shoes that we'd never wear, and won't give nothing away. You know, I mean, come on, we like that.
I tell you, Martin.
Go ahead, Martin.
So my point is, we are always talking about those of us as poor compared to rich people. And we always say, well, we'll be doing what they should be doing and all that. Get out of here with that. They're not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. And a lot of these rich people,
and last week,
what they give in private. Michael Jackson gave away a lot of money. Muhammad Ali gave a lot of money to religious organizations. So we got to be careful. I got another caller. Hold on. Another caller, 0941. I don't want to leave nobody on live too long. Come on, caller. We're only going to be on an hour tonight, people. I got to get up in the morning. Go ahead, caller, 0941. Marcus, I can't hear you. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what? I just want to say this. They went down there to look at the Titanic. Now, the Titanic sank over maybe, I want to say, a century ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
111 years.
Yeah, okay. So here's the spiritual aspect of it. That's technically a graveyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going down there. What was they going down there to see? What were they looking for? Just to get up close to the Titanic, the grave site? There were more people on that ship as well that never got a chance to get off of that ship, and they died on that ship. So what white people do is they're explorers. They have no respect for sacred ground because they rich, they white, hey. Now, those guys are probably spending their money however they want to spend it to see the Titanic up and close. Curiosity. but they shouldn't have been down there. That's my point. That's a grave site. And the worst thing the designer ever said was that the Titanic could not be sank. Well, I hate to say it, God showed him that he can sink anything. It's an iceberg. But it was really a miscommunication of technology. It's more to the story that they're not even telling the public about the Titanic and how it sank. There were other ships in the area that saw it sinking and did come to rescue the people, and they could have. So basically what I'm saying is leave sacred ground alone. Don't tamper with it. You can talk about it. You can write about it. You can send an unmanned submarine down to take pictures of it. But don't go down to the depths of the ocean thinking that you're God. That's common sense. That pressure will crush you. Divers don't go down that low. And if the U.S. Navy ain't sending their submarines down that low, that should tell you
Hey,
something
Martin.
right there.
Yeah.
That should tell you
Hey,
something.
Let him finish talking. I don't want y'all to cut him because I know
Okay.
nobody
Yeah,
like to
I'm
be cut
just
up.
saying,
Go
it's
ahead.
a graveyard. It's sacred ground, and it's almost like that ship had a curse on it from the day it sailed. So I'm speaking in spiritual terms. You shouldn't mess with sacred ground. Just like people feel that if you go in a cemetery, they got to bring all this stuff to ward off the spirits or whatever. You know, in my opinion, that's not true. But if you're going to go in a cemetery, have respect for the people who are laying in that cemetery, even though they are dead. They was once somebody. So respect sacred ground. And that's what rich people don't do. They don't respect sacred ground.
Okay. All right, my dear sister, go ahead.
Yeah,
Hold on, dear sister, go ahead.
Yeah, so Martin, you ever notice too, you know, when we talk about people with money, right? Then you know that poor person always has to talk about white folks. You ever notice that, Martin? You ever notice poor people love to talk about white folks? Come on. What's wrong with us, Martin? I want to hear you say it, Martin. Tell it all to me.
I'm gonna let Marcus answer that. Marcus, answer that question.
No.
What was the question?
No. I'm gonna let Marcus answer
What
that.
was the question?
She said, "Why is poor folks always talking about rich white folks?"
Well,
No, they
I'll
put
say
them
that.
down. They always
I'll say
talking.
my opinion.
They always got something to say
Rich
about
white folks.
if they talking about people with
Okay, hold on, sister. Let him
Don't
talk.
complain about it.
Go ahead, Marcus.
They stealing from us right now. They're not paying high ass bills. Excuse my French, but they're not being overcharged. We're being overcharged. We, the poor, the hard-working people, we're being overcharged. They got to pass a bill just to pay us a decent livable wage. They're rich. They're greedy. That's why they're not trying to stop the violence that's going on in these streets, because they're getting rich off the blood of children. They're getting rich off of police brutality. They're getting rich off of you taking these drugs that you don't need. They give you all type of things. When you go in the hospital, they ready to operate on you. When you don't need it, they still want to operate on you. They're getting rich. So it's not that poor people are hating on rich white people. Rich white people created poor people because of their attitude, their thievery. This country was taken by rich white folks, and the original inhabitants were murdered by rich white folks. The middle of Inglewood right now, tell you what rich white folks think of a neighborhood. They don't care nothing about a neighborhood. They're building a freight yard in the middle of Inglewood, bulldoze all these beautiful homes, push these people out. And they did
Well,
it.
you go build one.
Violent.
Go build one.
Blood.
Let that brother talk.
We can blame
Let him listen.
the lack of
First of all,
resources,
hold on, Marcus.
lack of opportunity in this country. The rich is causing all this mayhem. This 1%, and they don't care nothing about none of us. None of us. And so they do weird stuff. They do weird stuff with their money rather than do what is right with their money.
Not even our business what they do. It's really not.
That's the best way I can answer that question.
Mm-hmm. Sarge,
Martin, the
no,
way that
I don't want to hear
people
from
spend
you.
money, it's not
Don't want to
our
hear from you.
business.
Don't want to hear from you. I want to hear Sarge. I'll let these people respond to this question or statement. You want me to repeat what we're talking about, Sarge?
Please,
Okay.
please.
She said, why is it that poor people always talking about rich white people? Or why?
Well, what she meant was poor black people
Right.
are always talking about rich white people
Mhm.
and blaming rich white people for every black person problem that's poor. And I'm like this here. I still got family in Inglewood. The house we grew up in and the house next door, my sisters bought and got it rebuilt. Okay? If somebody lazy, you don't want to get off your hind parts and do what you need to do to try to get what you need to get legally, hey,
So-
Jesus loves you.
So you telling me everything?
I don't care.
Hold on. Everything that this country got, they got it legally. Is that
Say
what you're
again?
telling me? You telling me that everything that these rich white folks got, they got it legally, not breaking no law.
No, I'm
I
not
know
saying
it.
I'm not
I know
saying
it.
that.
So why is it? Hold on. Why is it that they tell us that work hard, do the right thing, and you'll be just like us? Man, listen. Everything this white America got, they stole and killed and committed genocide with it. They didn't
You
just
better
get.
know it.
They didn't. Hold on. They didn't just get this stuff. But hard working. White folks didn't work. They brought Africans over here to do the work, and they white wealth and black labor. Hold on. Stop it.
Martin.
I let you
and
talk.
Who,
No.
who stole the
I
Africans?
don't listen. I don't want to
Who
hear.
stole the Africans?
Hold on, brother. I'm talking now. White wealth, black labor. It was a black man that discovered Chicago, but who's running Chicago? The white folks took it over. Trust me, and they weren't praying to know Jesus. So let's get it real. White people,
Okay.
rich white people with money, they oppress poor people. They do not want people. They are greedy and they don't want to share the wealth. They're going to show you the rich white people are dirty. And I'm going to say this because why would you, instead of paying Americans that money, you're going to send a country, you're going to send all the work overseas where the labor is cheap. They don't care nothing about America. That is wrong.
I'm so smart.
That is wrong. You got people right here. You get the same job that them foreigners doing. We could do here, but they don't want to pay us because they want all the money. They want all the money.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. But when you go all the way back to slavery, you had the African chiefs and such that sold their unwanted Africans that they doggone enslaved from the get-go gate to the slavery.
Listen, Sarge, you sound like, I'm going to tell you what you sound like. You sound like a Fox
That's
News.
truth,
That's
Martin.
what you sound like, brother. Come
That
on
ain't
now.
Fox News.
Come on
That's
now.
truth, Martin.
Come on, brother. Come on now.
That's truth,
now listen,
Martin.
Listen, hold on. Every African was not sold by the chiefs, brother. Stop it. Everyone wasn't sold. That was, come on now. Stop it. Stop it,
I didn't
bro.
say every, did I?
You sound like them white folks, man. You know, white
No,
folks.
I didn't say every.
Okay. Yeah, the
I
white
didn't
folks,
say
they greedy.
every, Martin.
They greedy.
I said what doggone Africans did.
Yeah.
I didn't say every white and every African. We know for a fact you have Africans that sold other Africans to
Yes.
the Europeans
But,
for whatever they wanted to do with them.
Stop right there. I'm going to let Marcus say something. Hold on, Marcus. Let me say this. First of all, the white man went over there and dealt with the black people in Africa. Yeah, they bought some things. So the white man did this. So why should we have to pay for milk and we can get the whole cow? So the white people start going over there and just start taking them. Then when they did that, they started taking the land, and they still got the land. Go ahead, Marcus. Y'all better know y'all history.
And I want to say this.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Martin is so
They let
smart.
some people get behind Inglewood, but the majority of black people do. They're not lazy. I wasn't lazy. I worked my ass off. I cleaned Ogden Park up better than anybody they ever put out there. And a white boy did a bad evaluation on me because he was racist. But I fought him. Alderman Terry Peterson of the 17th Ward helped me fight him. Got my job back. There are a lot of hard-working people in that community who work their ass off, and because of this racist regime that has put that neighborhood in a red zone and keep it in a red zone as long as there's blacks in there, created this atmosphere where no matter how hard you work, you can't achieve anything. The police over there is racist as hell. They pull you over, take your car for any little thing. They mess with the young black kids for any kind of way. Do them any kind of way. So the people who think that black people are lazy and they're not working hard enough, to the blacks that got there, congratulations. They let a few of you fall through just to say, to keep the masses of us from saying this is racism. Even credit checks on renting a place, to me, is a form of housing discrimination. And they tricked those black thieves in Africa. The white man is full of cunning. He shows you every day that he can con you. He cons us every day. He got us thinking that, hey, I gave you a job, and the problem is the rest of your people don't want to work. They just want to lay up and get public aid and make babies and pop pills and make rap music about the hood. And that's not true. So until we come to a realization and stop thinking that way, you're lucky you got yours. It's just like I'm lucky I got me a car. But there's still some black people who stand on the bus waiting on them slow-ass buses and shouldn't even be rolling up and down the street because they are unsafe.
And yes,
we have got to come together.
Yes, I am.
Each other.
Marcus, let me say something. Yes, I am victim. I am a victim of white supremacy. I'm a victim of racism. I am a victim of racism. You can look at, Tiffany was getting ready to say, you can look at the basketball star. Don't give me that these athletes. It's not that many athletes that's really rich. The NBA, come on now. That's a small portion of. If they can pay an athlete $123 million in 4 years, imagine what the white man is making. Imagine. Imagine. If you pay one black person.
I'm not lucky.
You know? Well, you got.
I'm not lucky.
Well, you ain't got to be. Listen, you poor in their eyes. You think because you got a Mercedes?
Yep.
You poor in their eyes. You ain't got nothing. You ain't owning nothing.
I have a relative that's a professional athlete.
But let me just say this: if any black person that listen to me now, that got millions, if you don't own no land, no electricity, no gas, no natural resource, you are poor. That's what you are. Right. You are poor. You don't own no gold mines and no diamond mines and no. You poor. What do you have? You got a bunch of. You got hold on. You got a bunch of paper money that was made in somebody's print shop. That's what you got, and they can tell you what that money is worth. They can tell you today, well, Martin, that $100 bill that you got in your pocket is only worth $25. 2 weeks later, they can say it's worth $30. They tell you the value. Who faces on the money? Why you think these other countries, they want gold? Gold. They want the gold that was stolen from them. We're not going to do business with America anymore or with y'all paper money. Y'all control it. They want gold. They want it backed by gold. That's what they want. I'm going to tell you, this paper money they print up in these print shops ain't backed by nothing. They printing every day. Every day.
Well, I tell you, Martin, I wish we never would have got off the gold standard. That's what messed up the doggone global economy right there.
Yes, sir. I agree with you on that.
Because you had something that could back up the dollar. That's the reason you got that saying. Currency is not worth the doggone paper is printed on, because the ink costs you more than the paper, and the weight of the paper costs more than gold. They should have stayed on the gold standard. See, that's that Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
That's that Richard Nixon fiat money crap.
Let me tell you this, Tiff. Let me say this to you too. I don't care how many properties that you own. Guess what? They own the land, and if they want that property, they got a bill that's called eminent domain, and they can take your building through eminent domain and give you the fair market value of your home.
Value. Yep.
They makes that. I'm telling you. So
and that's why you always gotta pay property taxes.
Hey, he's smart. Let him talk.
And listen, that's all what it is. You know what I asked a white man, Tiff? I asked a white man this. And a dear friend of mine, we birthdays on the same day. I said, well, why y'all? I said, y'all white folks let foreigners come over here and buy land and property and all that stuff. He said, Martin, they can buy all they want to, but they can't take it over there to their country. And I never thought about that.
That's right.
Exactly what he said. He said they can buy whatever they want over here. He said, but guess what? They can't tie it down, bring it up, and take it over to their country. They can't do it. They ain't gonna do it. So it's all illusion, people. That's all what it is. Everybody know who's running America. It's the white man. Now he'll let a few little blacks.
Anyway.
Yeah, he'll let a few little black, because listen, he's not controlling with the whip and chain no more. He's controlling with the laws. That's what he's controlling with. And he got a big old pistol if we get out of line that he's not afraid to use. And we know that. He have a history of committing genocide all around the world. I'm just saying the history, people. That's his history. We have to know the difference when someone is friendly to us and if they're our friend. That's two differences. And I'm sorry. And I'm not blaming the white man for all of our problems. I am not doing that. There's some things that we got to take accountability of. I'm not blaming it. But I know that he don't want to share. He's selfish. Trust me. Selfish. Don't want to share the wealth.
And if he gets something that's foreign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? Martin?
Go ahead.
You know how you're talking a lot about our money going paperless, right? Everything electronic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's also easier to keep up for people that money launder. It's safer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? For terrorist attack, anything overseas, money laundering, that's basically what they look at. They're not really looking at here in America when they go cashless like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, same thing. Not only money laundering, it's to control the money. See where it's coming from. And see, when they go digital, they don't have to print it out anymore like that. So it's all a game. How are you going to charge us? We put our money in the bank and you give us a bank card and you still charge us money when we use our bank card, ATM card.
Oh, Martin, it's worse than that, Martin.
That's strange.
Martin, it's worse. Martin, it's worse than that. Check this out. This is what a lot of people don't know.
Hey, can let Martin.
90%. Hold on, sis. This gonna blow your mind. Do you know that 90% of your cash is what's lended to other people buying houses, college loans, cars, businesses, this and that, and the banks are charging the borrower interest on that money, but we don't get none of it.
Mm-hmm.
If the United States, the people of the United States wanted to break the banking system in this country on payday, if everybody goes to the bank on payday and everybody take all their money out, it's over. If everybody keep their money at home in their house, it's over with. The banking, the banking, whatever they called it, will fall apart because they won't have any funds to lend other people to charge interest to them people on said money. and that'll be it. That's the reason if you buy a house, you get a loan through J.P. Morgan. You buy this house. Next thing you know, some other lender that hit you up. Oh, you got to pay us. You don't pay them. You pay us. We're the doggone holder of that lien.
Hold it, man.
You love a snicker?
Hold on. Let me say something.
Hey,
Rev. Sarge. I need you to hold up, man. Let me address something because somebody needs some education on here. I see. Crystal Red. Listen to this. What she said. I'm assuming that she's black. I'm not blaming no one. I'm not mad at no other culture that's doing them. Now, if blacks want to change, they need to think differently and get out of the slave mentality and the materialism, goofiness, invest, and stop complaining and blaming others when you have the same choice and the same chance like others. Not true, not true, not true, not true, not true, lady. That is not true at all. Let me explain to you, my dear sister. Whoever you are, I don't know you from a can of paint. First of all, let me just say something. Here in the state of Illinois, I believe the minimum wage is $15. All right. Now, you got multimillionaires, they're complaining about paying $15. You got rent. A one-bedroom may cost you $1,000 here. $1,000. And the cost of living is going up every day. Okay? Now, these houses that they're selling, those of you that's in real estate, is overpriced. When the COVID hit us, the cars jumped up, overpriced. Listen, every time it seems like we're gaining ground, they raise the bar. They have to keep us in that slave mentality. First of all, there's no rich white person in this country that ever got rich by himself or herself. No, you can't, not even a black person. Somebody had to help you to become a millionaire. So you didn't do it by yourself. Even if you had a great idea, somebody had to put the work in for the idea to come a reality. So you talk about investments. One of the best investments used to be real estate, probably still is. But real estate, we had a fall. We had a high housing crisis where they was giving people loans, mortgages. They knew they couldn't make them payments. It was all propaganda. It was all propaganda at all. It's a game.
Annie Mae.
And it was setting us up for failure, a lot of us. Now, I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about period, all across the board. So the game is real, people. You can't win in this country like that. And if you think you're going to win with those material things, we all like material things. We all like nice things. We come from a culture of gold and jewels and precious stones and stuff like that. That's in our DNA. We don't have to have that sweet by and by mentality. We'll get ours on the other side where they get their heaven right here. We want our heaven right here and when we die. That's real talk. They taught the black man and the black woman, y'all get yours in the sweet and by and by. You got black people right now mad at rich people because they think it's a curse to be rich. They don't want to be rich. Black people think like that. A lot of us. And that's not true. That's not true. Rich people, you got a lot of rich people that's not evil, not dirty. They didn't rob and steal and connive and get their riches. Some people really worked hard, had a great idea, and they stayed focused and they became successful in their riches. And I'm not mad at them. So I'm not saying that people can't make it here in America, but as a group, they're not going to allow the black people as a group win. They're not going. Who's going to let a slave win? You was a slave. I'm not going to let no slave rule over me. If I was a master and I had a slave, you think I'm gonna let my slave overthrow me? It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna always keep my foot on his neck, my knee on his back, or hand on his foot, whatever. I'm always gonna do that. In this country, we are the only people that we have been robbed of everything. They can't send us back to Africa because they have stolen everything from us. Our religion, our faith, all of it. Now, the Venezuelans, the Mexicans, they can send them back to their country when they get tired of them. They can't do that to us. This is all we know. We heard of Africa, but this is all we know. This is home to us. You talking about people that have been colonized, and you looking at one right now. This real talk, people. So y'all can talk all that white terminology, go to school, and all. A lot of y'all right now got master's degree and bachelor's degree. You got $200,000 worth of education, and you ain't even making six figures. Tell me how you winning. How are you winning? You got $200,000 worth of education, and you're not even making six figures. Come on now.
See?
You on somebody's plantation. You on somebody, you helping another man build his dream. That's what you're doing. And when he get tired of you, he can let you go. Then what? It took you 4 years to get a bachelor's degree, and took the white man every bit of 15 minutes to make your diploma and give it to you.
Right.
Here. Come on now. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me.
Martin, you already know. You know, I was a high school senior for 3 years in a row, and I had no college.
And look at you, you're doing great. Well,
I didn't get fooled by the okie doke.
And a lot of us, and like old timers said on here, old timers said, hey, if you don't go to school to get educated or get you a skill, there's only one other thing left. To steal, to rob, do whatever you got to do. That's it. So if you're not educated in this country, or you don't have a skill or something, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. There's only one thing left for you to do, to steal and rob. Maybe sell your body or something.
Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, let folks know that driving trucks is a skill. We got to really put this in our people's heads because they don't know. Driving trucks is a skill job.
Yeah, well, anytime, let me just say this. Anytime you're an entrepreneur, I will call that a skill, period. Because you have to be a risk taker once you're an entrepreneur. So anything that goes with your skill. I agree with you on that. When you get out there and get you a food truck, you got to be skillful. You got to know how to cook.
Yep.
You got to know how to deal with customers. I'm just telling y'all people, this thing is fixed. As a group, we're not winning. As some of us individually, we're winning. We're doing great. But the masses, man, we're losing. We're losing.
It's all by design.
How could a person,
why do you think?
Hold on. How could a person that can't speak English, now you know if he can't speak it, he can't write it, and he can't read it. How could he come over here and outfox us that been born and raised in this country, that know how to read, that know how to write, that know how to spell, and speak the language? And there's something wrong with that. Isn't that backwards? That's just taking me.
Mark, they want to make a police officer.
Hold on. That's just like putting me in Mexico, and I don't know the language, and I'll do the Mexicans without even speaking the language. Can't read the language, don't know the language. Something wrong with that picture.
They ain't doing that.
Something, it ain't gonna happen.
Yep.
Only in this country.
Only in America.
Only in America. The fix is in. The fix is in.
I was shocked to hear that. They said they going to get them all, make them all police officers, whatever they want to do, fire department, whatever they want to do, they gonna make sure they get it, and they're gonna come on in here and be police officers. I was outdone to hear them say that on the news today.
But hold on, sister. Let me just say this. Let me educate y'all on that. Let me educate you on this. They've been doing that. These white immigrants that are coming in this country,
Low key.
from these Europeans, they've been making them police officers. Now, what they have done now, they're expanding them to other races. They've been doing that. Because do you know when these immigrants and migrants come over here, they are classified as white? Yes, they are.
Yes.
Until they commit a crime. Until they commit a crime, then they call them whatever their nationality is.
That's right. That's
Seriously.
absolutely right, Mark.
Seriously.
You're right.
Seriously.
You're right.
The moment they commit a crime, you're not white.
Now they're Mexican, right?
Now you're Mexican. You're Latin descent. Now, just listen,
That's
y'all
true.
laughing, but this is real. You got to listen. Your
real.
eyes, listen, your eyes and your ears are your university. You got to watch.
Yes,
You got to listen. You got to pay attention.
And learn.
And learn. And see, once you learn the game, you'll learn how to play it. So you got to learn the game. See, a lot of people is in this game, but they don't know the rules and they don't know how to play it. They think this is, listen, the average black person think that this is the way life supposed to be. White people on the top and black people on the bottom. White people going to be your boss and you going to be up under white people. That's the way black people think. That's totally two different mindsets. Follow me on this, people. I said it before. Two maps. White person on this side, black person on this side. They both looking at a map. The white person looking at the map say, hey, the whole map is all of ours. The black person looking at the map, he see divided lines. This ours right here, and this where we at. The white man, he said, all of us ours. That's how the white man think. That's his thinking. We think differently. We go to college. The white man, he go in there. He said, I'm going to be the CEO of IBM, Amazon. Black person think, well, I'm going to go get educated and I'm going to get a good position for the white man. That's totally two different thinking. And when they see a black brother like me that don't think like that, they say, where did he come from? Let's study him. Who is his teacher?
Look, he different. He different.
He different. And that's when the white folks move on in and say, you know what, Martin? You different than them other black people. No, I ain't no different. I'm smarter. I'm intelligent.
I'm smart and I'm wise. And I'm intelligent.
Wise.
There you go, Martin.
That's what I am. You can't bring that mammy-pammy doctrine, indoctrination.
Hogwash to me.
Yeah, brainwashing, hogwashing. You can't bring that to me because I'm a critical thinker. I ask questions.
Right.
You just can't tell me.
From a different cloth, Martin.
Yeah, you can't just tell me anything without me asking the question. You can't tell me not to question the Bible. You can't tell me not to question God. Why wouldn't I question God? If he have all the answers, that's the person I need to question then. Ask questions then. Am I right? Don't that make sense? That makes sense to me. I got another caller, y'all. Hold on, I got another caller. 1904. I'm sorry, caller. I don't know what time you called. 1904. I told you, y'all got me over time now. 1904.
Uh-oh.
Come on, caller. 1904. Last four digits. Caller.
Hey, Martin. You got a little delay.
Okay, go ahead. That means you need to turn your, you got me on speakerphone?
Yeah, hold on one second.
That's why it's going to be a delay. Turn it off and turn your Facebook down.
Turn it off.
Turn that Facebook down and that YouTube.
I got a good question. Hold on one second.
Okay. That's why the delay is there.
Get you off a speaker.
Yeah. And turn the volume down on Facebook or YouTube. And just talk directly, listen in the phone. And I guarantee you that delay will just get real slim.
Is that better?
That's much better for me.
Is that better?
Yes. Now, what's your question, ma'am?
Okay. I got a little problem, Martin.
I hope it's related to what we're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I noticed that you guys, with the conversation, I got in there late, but I need to know if driving is a privilege here in the United States.
It is.
Why are the immigrants going to get licenses that look like mine?
I just told you.
Tell her, Martin. You know the answer.
If you'd have been listening, I just told you they are classified as being white. So they get the same privilege as white people.
As white people.
Okay? Yep. They are classified as being white. They go under the umbrella as white. Okay? That's why.
Too, Martin.
No, okay. I just was wondering, but that bothered me.
That's why. Well, listen. Listen, that bothers all of us because it's not fair. And I'm just telling you that. They are classified as white. Anybody know that in this country, that's a thing what you call white privilege. It does exist. By being white, you can take the poorest white person in this country and the richest black person in this country. There are some doors that poor white person can get in that the rich black man can't go. Seriously, in this country. That's how it is. That's the type of country we live in. We're not supposed to say nothing. We're supposed to be thankful.
But Martin, I want to I don't like his phone.
Go ahead.
Okay, so not only, so you can say classified white, right? But the other thing is, remember what I told you, that white boy, everything's a goddamn liability. That's another reason why too. So now us as drivers, we are protected. The other thing too is now they got that ID. They cannot be questioned of their status here in this country. You get to New York City, get to Chicago, get over there to LA, to Texas. When they see that ID, they cannot question their status. It's in our laws. Each state holds their own laws, right?
Right.
So it's money. You can say that they want to, whatever white boy does with white boys. Through the white boy. But yeah, I just wanted to add those two factors.
Okay. Well, because I mean, listen, it's not just the immigrants, it's other immigrants too that's classified as white. Go as white. You got some Arabs, you got some Asians, you got Asians, they classified as white. So when you're white in this country, there are benefits that come with being white in this country. No one really wants to talk about it. Have you ever noticed, you can hear black people talking about, well, 80% goes to the white man, 20% goes to minority. Why is it 80% white man and 20% minority, and they never really say blacks in that, the little number? So what that tells you. Have you ever heard people talking like that? Well, 20% of contracts is going to the whites, and the 20% is going to the minority, Asians, Latinos, the women, and you hear that type of talk. Nobody questions it. Nobody says anything. I mean, people, this real. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I could say more. I gotta go. I definitely gotta go because I gotta make a move. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I could say some more because I definitely gotta get up. I said an hour. I've been on here an hour 18 minutes. Thank y'all for y'all comments. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Martin.
I gotta go. Thank you.
You already know what it is.
Okay, have a good night.
Uncut, unedited.
This is where we
tell the truth and shame the devil.
And I love
being
and
black.
Everything I said tonight, I said unapologetic, and I'm not backpedaling on nothing I said, and I meant it. And before I take it back, I'll add more to it. Thank y'all. Have a